Hi, I'm refilming this because I hated the makeup I did in my last video, or the first time I filmed this video, but because I was originally going to show you my go-to very toned down, muted, cool tone look that I've been into these days, but because I saw this other creator doing her makeup but using her worst colors, and I was like, let's try that, but it's like half. So this side I'm going to do my best, show you my best colors, and this side I'm going to show you my worst colors. For the past since maybe last year, so into personal color. I've gotten it done several times, but basically I'm soft summer or like a summer mute. There's like different words for it. Personal color is basically taking your overall color, your skin tone, your undertones, your hair color, your eye color, just the colors in your face, and kind of matching it to one of the 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. You can think of spring and fall are kind of like the warm seasons, and summer and winter are the cool seasons. You can think of spring and summer as like the lighter seasons, while you have the fall and winter as like the darker sort of seasons. These are my best colors. It's kind of about looking for the colors that kind of balance with your overall features the best. The whole thing with soft summer is that it's basically colors that are low in saturation or have kind of like gray mixed into them. That's where you get the word mute or soft. Originally, when the system was made, it was just the 4 seasons, but later on they added subcategories to each season. So and for me, I am muted summer. So that means there's like this toned down, low saturation, kind of grayish colors. If I go for anything too saturated, it looks like, it makes me look weird. You'll see kind of like the color before you see my face. And when it comes to personal color, it's all about looking for the colors that work in synergy with you. You want it to kind of just flow. So if you can imagine, if I work with cool colors that are low in saturation, what's the opposite? Warm colors that are very high in saturation. So my worst colors, which I honestly think is like a beautiful tragedy. The rainbow, basically. These are spring, warm, bright colors. Obviously, this is the complete opposite of my sort of coloring. Oof. Yeah, it's really crazy to me to think that there are actually people that suit colors like this. When they have colors like that, it kind of brings out their features. They look brighter. It takes away a lot of the discoloration in their face, but that has the complete opposite effect on me. While conversely, colors like this that make me look like, you know, more evened out, brighter, more balanced, can make other people look dead and like tired. They lose life in their face. I actually, I'm not an expert or anything, but I even think that these colors would work on my sister Victoria. I just think she looks better in brighter colors. The overall vibe of summer makeup is very simple, not too much shine or anything. Yeah, very dusty colors, very dusty, rosy sorts of colors. While makeup that suits a lot of spring colored people, corals, oranges, reds, pinks, showing off like a lot of natural glow to the skin. So highlighter, when it comes to lips, things like lip gloss and like glossy tints, which for me, I still enjoy textures and colors like that, but it's not my best. Like I'll put the makeup on, enjoy it, and then I see myself outside, I'm kind of just like, for my eyeshadow, I have this, this is the most Fisher Price ass looking, fucking Claire's looking ass makeup, like packaging ever, but it's also kind of giving. The design is really pretty. I think it's just because it's like literally made out of that cheap plastic. But the colors inside, ooh. I used one of their other palettes before in one of my previous makeup videos. I was searching up more stuff from them, and all their palettes are like this fancy type of shit. But this one stood out to me the most because it's like this, you know, this little purse looking thing. Let's see, maybe mix these two. And I'm going to take a concealer that I put in this cuticle oil pen thing and give myself a cut crease. I'm going to use this ivory shade to kind of set that. And then using this to line my upper lid. My skin is looking a little bit dry because of the like sort of retinols that I'm using, so please ignore that. Just to make it a little bit darker, I'm going to use this WakeMake pencil that's kind of like this deep brown, but it has a kind of grayish undertone to it. And then for the lower lash line, I've been doing my EYESHADOW makeup a little bit differently lately. I just put concealer right here, setting that with the ivory color. And then right under that, I kind of contour it. And I don't know, before I would like literally line the whole fucking bottom part to make the egg salad or whatever, but it almost just looked like a little white worm under my eye. So if I just do the front, it kind of naturally connects to the back end. I don't know, for my eye shape, it looks, I don't know, it just looks a little better to me. And then I kind of line this part. And technically, if you are summer mute, it looks better apparently when you don't use any shimmer, because any kind of like shimmer kind of takes away from the natural, kind of is more distracting, according to people that are into this shit. But I still enjoy some shimmer, so there's not really any hard, fast rules. There's this thing here. Originally it looked like kind of like pearly things suspended in clear base, but apparently you're supposed to crush them up and kind of mix them. And I'm going to heat up my eyelash curler thing. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to use this WAKEMAKE mascara. It has this kind of like ashy gray color. There's little bits of fibers in here, so it kind of gives you the illusion of more lashes. It doesn't really add volume though. They're doing construction next door and it, I'm sorry, the timing is so bad. Oh, I also forgot to mention, you can manipulate your personal color slightly by, you know, changing your hair color, wearing contact lenses that are colored, changing your eyebrow color. But I want to show you what my best and worst look like on just my natural coloring. So that's why with my brows, it's literally just clear eyebrow gel. I got my hair dyed recently. She's getting gray hairs. I got my mom's like luscious amount of hair, but I got my dad's luscious amount of gray hair. She had to kind of cover it up. Yeah, this is closer to the hair that I was born with. Okay, so for the left side, we're gonna be doing more warm, more very sparkly looks. So I'm using this 3CE eye color palette in Shot again. So very Go Group Idly. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's kind of light though. It's actually more shimmery than anything. Oh shit. I'm using a kind of like soft peach soda color to blend the edge out of this color. It's basically the same shape, just with using other colors. Oh god, do you see all the fucking shimmer on my cheek? I fucking hate that. Girl, what the fuck? Is that animal abuse happening outside my window? And then similar to the last one, I'm using this ivory shade, kind of orangey undertone to it. I always make sure I keep a soft spoolie and a hard spoolie in my eye brush collection because I can use the soft one to kind of remove any shimmers that fell on my cheek, because I hate if it's not a highlighter and it's just here on the cheek. It just looks so fucking messy to me. Technically, these aren't my best colors, but I love it. Okay, for cheeks, the blushes that are usually suggested to summer cool tones, specifically in Korea at least, a lot of them will suggest this one. This is the RUMOUR Better Than Cheek in Blueberry Chip. And I like this one, but I don't know. These sorts of colors look so white on my face. I think these probably look better on like a summer light rather than a soft summer. So it's kind of hard to find blush that I think looks cute and natural on me. But this one I've been using a lot lately is the Flower Nose Chocolate Series Embossed Blush in Bedtime Story. This isn't exactly the most cool toned. If you are soft summer or soft autumn, take any number of cool or warm colors. If you take down their saturation, they're gonna end up looking closer and similar to each other because they're all gonna start moving towards gray. So actually, if you are a soft summer or soft autumn, a lot of times you can wear either or. So that's why for me, I can wear warm colors. I just have to make sure that they're not really super saturated in color. Unlike this side where I'm gonna be using a blush like this. This is beautiful if you are warm toned. Colors like this for me, they always just end up looking yellow on me. Like, I love the color itself, but by the end of the day, they just end up looking like straight up orangey. I'm loving the makeup on this side, but it's already, you can see, For here, it's very like, almost like blends into my face, while this side is very like, yeah, he's wearing like makeup. Which again, it's not bad because if you're trying to like wear makeup to give a look, obviously I guess that's what you would want, but I just think it's so interesting that people that suit these colors, it wouldn't even stand out too much as compared to on my face. And while I'm also doing this cheek, I'm gonna add highlighter because with warm toned spring makeup, adding highlighter would look really good. This is the Glint one. This is more of a neutral highlighter, so warm or cool could wear it, but I do like it more with warm makeup. Oh, bitch. Ooh, yeah, that's it. That's it. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then none for this side. Before I go into the colors, I'm going to line my lips a little bit. I'm using the same lip pencil, but it's slightly different shades. They're both very similar to my natural lip color, but this one leans in more towards the pinks in my lip, and this one leans in more towards like the browny beigey tones in my lip. But this is mostly just to even out my lip shape because I do have wonky ass lips. And also I do like to give myself a Cupid's bow because I have no Cupid's bow. I used to hate any color that had any kind of gray in it before because it reminded me a lot of like the makeup that was super popular in the West, like in America, like in 2016, 2017. But lately, it's been like my go-to. In Korea at least, whenever you get your personal color consultation done, they ask you to bring your kind of daily makeup with you. So after you get your consultation done, they can go through your makeup stuff and be like, oh, this is good for you, oh, this is bad, and then they'll suggest other products for you. But whenever they would tell me like, oh, your summer cool, but then they would suggest like lip colors for me, a lot of them would be very like bright pink, which I guess on like girls that are doing makeup or whatever, it would look good on them. But for me, I lean more towards like more natural colors. Colors that don't look that bad on me, but they definitely do stand out more as like lip makeup. But I found this one that isn't super, super cold because a lot of the colors that would suit summer cool, like lip colors, are often more like fuchsia and like roses and stuff. So I like more rosy colors. But this MAC Powder Kiss liquid lip color in pink roses, the saturation is not horribly high. And if you kind of like only put a thin layer, it's like the prettiest natural rosy brownie kind of color. That's so pretty. I love that. This formula is really layerable, so if you want a color as dark as this, you can do that. But for me, I just usually apply a little bit in the center and then just it, or I use a lip brush like I did just now to kind of spread it out. But for the warm tone side, I'm gonna use this this is from the brand Cute Rumor, and oh my god, this is the most adorable packaging ever. Look at the little bunnies. You can actually take these off and kind of interchange them. Eddie bought these for me. They came with like an extra little rabbit thing so you can kind of customize them. I just wish that they attached better. These things are so floppy that if you like hit it, it will just come off. So, I mean, I guess you could glue it on, but this is like, I swear to God, the representative sort of spring bright color. One thing I think is kind of funny is that I was the biggest 3CE stan for years and years. Like, I would review all their shit and stuff on my channel, but that was before I was super into personal color. I was just using colors that I really liked, and I still like them to this day. It's just that 3CEs, actually, most of the stuff that they come out with is catered towards spring bright, and occasionally they'll have other collections for like, you know, autumn and stuff, but they never really had legit cool tone stuff. And even their cool tone stuff were like still slightly on the warmer side. And it wasn't until like last year that they actually released like a legitimate cool tone collection. So I just thought that was funny. If I look back at the makeup I would wear during my 3CE era, like it was just really not it. Oh my god, like I saw this picture of myself the other day. Oh my god. I went on my Instagram story. I was like, how y'all gonna let me give you beauty advice looking like fucking this? But I needed to go through that phase in order to discover who I am today. If you get it time to set, it is more of like a matte-ish tint, but spring warm, spring bright often looks really cute with gloss. So I'm gonna use the little gloss here. In the tube, it's like this orange sort of color with really pretty gold sparkles, but it's very like 투명해, like very clear. So it doesn't really come off as orange, but oh. Smells so good. Smells like a orange vanilla sherbet ice cream. Also, just to make this side extra matte, I'm using this Banilco Prime Primer Finish Powder. This stuff, oh my god, all the makeup artists in Korea are obsessed with this shit for a good reason. I probably shouldn't be using it now because my skin is starting to peel from the retinol stuff, but I love the way it's so fucking like blurring. It's literally like a filter in a powder. I actually already had powder on this side, but adding this on top as a finishing powder, it's like so blurring. So if you have like acne scarring like me, or you have like enlarged pores and any shine on your skin kind of accentuates any of the scarring or pores, powder like that is really fucking good. You just have to be careful because you don't want to use it with the other things on your face that are so drying, because all that stuff will just make you look like a chapped butthole. So, but yeah, this is the kind of best and worst side. This is my best and honestly kind of like my preferred sort of makeup colors. And this is the worst side, which I fucking love it. I still do like colors like this, but I probably usually wear them lighter, like in the springtime or something. But yeah, this is it. This is my best side, and this is the worst. I hope you can kind of almost see the difference in the way that these colors affect my face. Like, especially if I was barefaced, like with no foundation and everything. Colors like this really bring out the redness in my face and make me look even more splotchy, and like, it just makes my face look dirty. While colors like this really take down a lot of like discoloration, the redness, it really like evens out my face. And you'd be surprised at the effects that personal color have on you. There are certain colors that can literally make you look glossy. There are certain colors that can make you look, you know, soft, matte, and poreless. And it really just comes down to the colors that suit you the best. So I would definitely look into it. If you're in Korea, try to book a consultation because it's really fun as well. And it really does help save you a lot of money, because there have been so many times where I'll go shopping for clothes and like, I'll like the color, but then I, you know, put it on and I'm like, this ain't it, and so I end up never wearing it, especially because for me, I don't really try clothes on in the store. I'm that dumb bitch. And a lot of times you do kind of know yourself what colors will look good on you, what colors don't. Sometimes there are colors that you do like that aren't necessarily your best colors, but you still like them because you like the color. But yeah, personal color isn't necessarily trying to lock you into like, you better fucking only wear this, but it's more of like a guide, I guess. And for me, as a person that needs help in my life, it's nice to be able to go to a store, makeup or clothing, and be like, I know, like weed out the ones where I know I'm gonna prefer these colors, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go wash my face and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.